Once I found out that Paul was alive, I felt like I was being pulled in a million different directions. Dusty wants me to stay away from Paul. You want me to stay away from Dusty. And Paul, I mean, I have no idea what he wants.
Dusty thinks he's out for revenge.
Yeah, I know. He told me that. Hey, wait, how do you know that?
Dusty came by the house. He wanted me to warn you about Paul, that he was dangerous.
I told Dusty that we were done. But he doesn't want me going back to Paul.
I wasn't very nice to him, Rose. I told him he wasn't worthy of you.
I know that's how you feel. But it doesn't matter anymore because Dusty's leaving Oakdale. So we can all get on with our lives.
Yes. Especially you and me. Come on. Let's get out of here, all right? I'll get the check, as usual.
Hey, I need to talk to you. In private.
Mrs. Hughes?
Walker. Hi.
Hi.
Did you come to see Bob?
Yes, I did. I also came by to say goodbye to you.
Oh, no, really? Where are you going?
Well, my contract's been terminated. I won't be working here after today.
Oh, Walker, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Bob will be too. He likes you so much.
Well, I feel the same way about him.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? Why don't I come back when he's up and around? He still owes me a round of golf at the country club.
Well, listen, no question about it then. We'll see you, and soon.
Yeah.
Bye. It's been a real pleasure.
You stay close to him, Mrs. Hughes. Make sure he has friends around him at all times.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a warning.
It is.
What? Are you telling me that Bob is in danger?
It's possible, yes.
Why?
I'm still not convinced that Dr. Gordon killed all those people or that he killed himself. And since we believe Bob knows who the killer is, there's a good chance somebody out there may not want Bob to wake up.
Rick?
Yes.
Repeat after me. I, Eric Decker.
I, Eric Decker,
am a murderer.
Rick, are you all right?
Go ahead, admit it. I, Eric Decker.
I, Eric Decker,
am a murderer. Go ahead, tell her. They're all waiting to hear it.
Rick.
Go ahead, tell them. Tell them what you've done. Tell them what you've been doing all along, that you're a murderer. A murderer.
Stop it.
A murderer. Stop it!
Rick! Oh, my God. Rick! What happened? Rick! Why is he screaming? Rick, can you hear me? Rick? Rick! Oh, he's running a fever.
Is it serious, Mom? Why would you just pass out like that?
I don't know. It could be anything. Rick, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Honey?
what happened? How did I get here?
You passed out, sweetie.
It must have been all the excitement. Changing the tire.
You're burning up. There's been a flu going around. It's possible that you may have it.
No, I'm fine, Susan. Come on, let's get married before it's too late.
What do you mean? Too late for what?
Bonnie, it's me again. Where are you? Why won't you pick up? Listen, call me back. And whatever you do, stay away from Marshall Travers.
David.
Hey.
As me, or is the sunlight and the water just doing beautiful things to your skin?
I suppose it's you.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, it's a great day, and I'm just walking on air. Every step, lighter and lighter.
Please, Ben, all I did was invite you to spend the night.
And after months of not being comfortable, being close together, sometimes not even wanting to be touched, I know this is a big decision for you, Jess, and I know that something's wrong.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Look, if you're having second thoughts, are you having second thoughts? Because if you...
Listen,
if you are,
okay, listen. It's Bonnie. She's going after Marshall again, and that can only mean trouble.
Look, I apologize. The last thing I want to do is disturb you.
You know, you broke into my suite again. Do I need to call security or should I call Lisa and tell her goddaughter got her hands on a pass key?
Just wait a minute. Okay, this will only take a couple of minutes.
I don't have time for you, Bonnie. I've already told you to stay away from me. I even asked your mother to help you do it.
Hey, I'm not here by choice. I think you and I both know I would never come here unless it was extremely important.
I know I'm going to regret this, but what's your problem?
My mother, Marshall. She's in trouble, and only you can help.
Bonnie has this idea in her head that Sarah is Marshall's daughter. I mean, she's even talking DNA tests. You know, I'm just afraid she's going to do something stupid.
We all know that Marshall's daughter is dead. So how could Bonnie possibly think that Sarah is Zara?
Well, she has her reasons, you know, and some of them actually kind of make sense.
What are you saying, that you believe him?
No, but let's not forget that James Stenbeck was involved in tracking down Marshall's daughter, and of course anything is possible with him. Even the fact that she might be alive.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, I've been calling Bonnie, trying to warn her to stay away from Marshall, but she won't pick up, so I'm just going to have to go find her.
No, you're not.
Ben, I have to. I don't want her getting involved with him again.
Okay, well, I have a better suggestion. One that's going to make this whole thing a lot easier.
Okay, I'm open to better suggestions. What is it?
You take a deep breath, you sit back, and you concentrate on yourself. And you let Bonnie handle this on her own.
Are you carrying a weapon, Bonnie? Because the last time you were here, you threatened to shoot me.
That was a mistake.
I'm sure your mother would agree.
No, Marshall, I am not armed today. I'm actually here to request a favor.
Concerning some trouble you think your mother is in.
Tom Hughes just hired her as one of his ADAs, and she's very excited to be going back to work, as she should be. However, there is one problem. You.
I've spoken to your mother and I've offered my congratulations. I don't begrudge her working in that office.
Oh, I have no doubt that you've been civilized. But sooner or later, she's gonna have to face you in that courtroom. And I don't really think she's ready for that.
Bonnie, your mother's a professional. She'll be able to focus on her job and forget about everything else.
She's gonna stand in that courtroom and try to focus on her case, yes. But then she's gonna have to look over at you and all the hurt and pain and misery that she has endured. I don't think she's gonna... Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just worry about her so much.
What specifically are you asking me to do?
My mother is much more fragile than she'll admit. So, all I ask is that when you see her in the courtroom, just take it easy on her.
Are you asking me to throw cases because of your mother's emotional state?
No, of course not. I mean, a man like you would never throw a case. I know you'd never do that. But if you could just be a little more gentle and considerate and caring to a woman whose whole life has been ruined based on... See, I said I wouldn't do this. I said I wouldn't do this. I'm sorry. Can I use your bathroom? I think I need to throw a little water on my face, please.
It's right through there.
Thank you. Thanks.
What are you doing here, Dusty? Need to borrow bus fare from Rose so you can get out of town? Lily. You want me to go? Just for a minute. Two tops. Watch your purse.
Hey, it's good to see you. You look good.
Couldn't you pick a better time? You know, Lily and I were just making up. I do not want you to come between us ever again.
Sorry to ruin your lunch. I made a decision today. I thought you should know about it.
What? No. Forget it. No, you know what? Don't tell me, because once I get caught up in your games, that's when I get in trouble.
It's
So
not a game.
forget it.
I decided to stay in town.
Where'd you come up with that idea?
Well, you can thank your sister for it.
What is that supposed to mean?
She called me a bum. She told me no woman could ever take me seriously, so I decided to change. I'm getting a job. I think I'm gonna become a member of the community.
Oh, okay. Don't stay in Oakdale because of me.
No?
No.
Some people would be flattered, you know.
Well, I'm not one of those people.
Lily's not around, neither is Holden or Paul. Nobody could come between us. So why don't you be honest with me? With me and yourself.
Honest to you means I tell you what you want to hear.
Well, you're talking about the same thing. You want me. As badly as I want you.
Did you hear what I said? I asked you what you meant by getting married before it's too late.
Sorry I confused you, darling. I just meant that we should get married before the justice of the peace has to leave.
Oh, well, we don't have to worry about that right now.
Oh, come on, what are you kidding? There's nothing more important than marrying you.
Take it easy,
No, I'm fine, really.
Maybe we should open a window, get some fresh air.
Oh, that's a
in here.
good idea. I got the window.
No, please, I'm completely recovered. I was a little woozy there for a minute, but I'm over it now.
Rick, I don't want you pushing yourself. The important thing is that you're all right.
The only way that I'm going to be all right is if I get to marry the woman of my dreams. Unless this little episode scared you off.
Don't be silly, but I'm worried about you. I don't think we should get married today.
Do you believe this woman? I mean, well, one little fainting spell and she's ready to let me go.
We can reschedule. It's not like there's a big rush.
No. You're not getting away from me that easily. Oh, come on, folks. What do you say? wants this wedding to proceed as planned? I know you're worried about my health, but I can assure you that I'm all right now. Emily? Al? I know that Susan would listen to what you have to say.
Mom, you know, we're all here, so, you know, why not?
People came here to see a wedding, and if you two don't do it, well, I guess Emily and I will have to renew our vows.
Chris, is there anything you'd like to add?
Whatever you decide is fine with me.
Me too. I just want my mom to be happy.
And safe.
All right, Susan. The crowd has spoken. Come on, sweetheart. Let's tie that knot as tight as we can make it.
Do you have a theory about who the real killer might be?
I don't think that'd be appropriate to say.
Oh, come on, Walker. This is no time to be bashful. You're talking about my husband's life.
My gut tells me it's Dr. Decker.
Do you have proof?
Nothing conclusive. I wish I had more to say, Mrs. Hughes, but I just felt that if I was right, you should know.
What do you think I should do?
Don't trust Dr. Decker. Not even for a second.
I guess Thank you. Thank you.
Well, why don't you thank me when Bob's had a full recovery and the killer's behind bars? Okay?
Yes.
Excuse me. Feel better, my friend. We'll talk soon. You take care, Mrs. Hughes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It would just make things so much simpler if she would just return my phone call.
Well, she's not. And you chasing after her all over town is only going to make things harder.
Well, I am open to another suggestion.
Okay. Let's just go back to your place. That way you'll be there if she comes home or if she calls home or calls your cell phone and you can talk to her about Travers.
And what if she doesn't call?
Then you make your own calls. Track her down from the comfort of your own living room. And I will be cooking us some chicken and rice and getting ready for our evening together.
Your smothered chicken.
Smothered chicken.
I'm so lucky to have you in my life.
That watch night starting to sound like me.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm sorry, Marcia, I didn't mean to get so emotional.
It's okay. I've seen your tears before.
Okay, then, I guess I've said all that I have to say. Thank you for listening, and I hope it all makes some sense to you.
Now tell me why you're really here.
I already told you. I'm concerned about my mother. She's not as strong as she used to be.
I spoke to your mother a couple hours ago. She was just as poised and as powerful as she always is.
Well, it's an act. She doesn't want to hide, but she's still not herself yet. And I guess she has you to thank for that when I think about it.
All right. You know what, Bonnie? I am losing my patience with you.
Well,
All right, you've been messing with me since you walked in there.
I am very sorry that the truth is hard to accept for you, Marshall.
Not so fast.
Let go of me!
Not until you tell me the truth. What is this about? Huh? Is this about a case? Are you spying on me for the DA?
Tom Hughes would never do that!
Then what is it? Huh? You must be in here looking for something. Is that it?
That's it, isn't it? You came here to steal something from me.
That is absurd. You have absolutely nothing that I would want. Trust me.
What'd you take, Bonnie? Huh? Answer me.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
It's gonna happen between us regardless. We may as well, you know, give in to it. Start enjoying it.
You know, Bonnie, we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. Either way, I'm gonna find out why you came here.
The look on Rick's face when he came in.
And from the look on yours, you're not about to let this go, are you?
When the ceremony is over, I'll run up straight to bed and let my wife take care of me. I'll even go to Memorial for a full workup if that's what you want. But let's finish what we started. I've waited my whole life to be with someone. I don't want to wait a minute longer.
Me either. Sorry, everybody, to keep you in suspense, but Rick is fine, and the ceremony will continue.
Excellent, excellent. Gather around, everyone. Let's build a cocoon around the happy couple.
A cocoon? I'm sorry. I guess it does kind of make sense. Rick is kind of a worm.
Something is really off. Rick's behavior is too bizarre.
Oh, look, Rick isn't the first guy to faint at his own wedding. I mean, the screaming at no one was an interesting touch, but Susan loves him.
You know, it's not even that. Think about it. What about the writer who was looking for him, never bothering to follow up?
Maybe changed his mind.
After traveling halfway across the country to find him, showing up at the front door?
You think Rick's hiding something, too?
I bet on it.
I've been very confused lately. I can't make any promises.
Am I asking for promises?
I'm sure it's next on your list.
No, it's not. I gave up on promises a long time ago. Had too many even broken.
You broke a few yourself.
Yeah. That too. You know, I realize I don't need anybody taking care of me the way you took care of Paul.
What? I never did that. Paul would never stand for that.
He loved it. He loved it. Loved the way you stood up to his mother. Because he was too soft to do it himself. Loved the way you worried about him.
Like, you have no idea what Paul and I meant to each other.
I think I nailed it. I think that's the difference between me and Paul. I don't want a babysitter. I want a lover. And a friend, you know?
I don't know if I can be those things for you. There was a time, maybe, but now that Paul is back, I gotta find out if there's anything left there between us.
All right, I'll wait. I'll wait. When you're ready, if you're ready, you give me a call.
That's it?
Well, I'm not writing poetry, you know, and I'm not sending love letters. That's not the way I operate. You want to see me? It is up to you.
What if I don't? What if I don't even want to call you? Even on your birthday?
Well, I never thought about that. Because that's not gonna happen.
You know, you have this all wrong. I am only here because... Wait, give me that!
Back off!
You have no right to, you piece of...
Here.
Now, are you satisfied?
Not by a long shot. Bonnie, I know you're up to something, all right? And I know you took something. That's why you're in such a rush to get out of here.
I came here to request a favor. Once that was done, I said my piece, and I see no point to stick around.
Empty your pockets.
No.
Would you rather I shove my hand in there and empty them myself?
You know, Bonnie, we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. Either way, I'm gonna find out why you came here.
Fine. You want to see what's in my pockets? Okay. Here, take a look. It's a pack of chewing gum, my keys, a ticket to the dry cleaners, and, a to-do list. Would you like to take a look at it, Marshall? Because nowhere does it say I plan to steal anything from you.
Don't play insulted with me. I know you're up to something.
Okay, what? Marshall, do you want to frisk me? Or maybe a strip search is more of your style, huh?
I like women, Bonnie, not spoiled children who don't think the rules apply to them.
Yeah, I know how much you like women, Marshall. I've seen it every day. My mother sat on her couch and reminisced about what you did.
All right, that's enough.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. And if you so much as try and stop me or lay a finger on me, so help me, I'll press charges.
Please go. And don't come back. Because next time, Bonnie, I won't be so easy on you.
One DNA sample on the way to Walker Daniels.
I got news for you, Dusty. It's gonna be a long time, if ever, that I come knocking at your door.
We'll see. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen between us regardless. So you may as well, you know, give in to it. Start enjoying it.
Time's up, you two. I can't imagine you had much to talk about.
No, we did all right. I think we understand each other really well.
What did he want? Nothing much. He's staying in Oakdale. He figures that if he waits around long enough, I'm gonna go right running back to his arms. Well, is he right? Is that what would happen? Kidding? I've been down that road. That ship has sailed. Look where it got me.
Molly, it's Dusty. I need your help making a decision about my future. Now that I have one, I could use your advice.
I have many blessings in my life. A rewarding career, healthy children. A true love has eluded me for a very long time. So long, in fact, that I decided that I was never going to find it again. And then I met you. I love you today, and I will keep on loving you for as long as I live.
Dr. Decker?
Every man needs deliverance. Every man needs an angel to land on his shoulder and guide him toward the light. But for all the bounties of life I've enjoyed, I never found deliverance. Never saw an angel. Until I met you. You may not have wings of an angel, but you have reached deep inside me and made me a better person. Take my heart, shield it with your own. I need you, Susan. Today, tomorrow, forever and ever.
That was so beautiful, Rick.
Rick, Susan, by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, I now present to the world Mr. and Mrs. Decker. You may now...
No, way ahead of you.
Mom, it's me. I got your message. Is everything all right?
I was about to ask the same thing about you. Where have you been? I've been calling you for hours.
I went to the movies. And so, of course, I had to turn my phone off so that I wouldn't disturb anyone.
Listen, Bonnie, Marshall has threatened to take action if you don't stop coming after him.
I wasn't coming after him.
Well, that's not how he sees it. Now, you've got to back off.
I know that, Mom. I came to the same conclusion myself.
You did?
Yeah. I decided it doesn't really matter who Sarah's father is. I'm just going to accept her for the blessing that she is and stay as far away from Marshall as I possibly can.
Well, I'm really relieved to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to be smart about things, you know, just make life easier for everyone. Speaking of which, is Ben there with you?
Yes, he is.
Good. Okay, well, then I won't keep you a minute longer. You have a wonderful evening, and I will stay at Isaac's tonight so I don't interrupt you.
You don't have to do that, Bonnie. Ben might not even...
Bye.
She says she's going to stay away from Marshall.
Well, it's progress.
She's going to spend the night at Isaac's, so we have the house all to ourselves.
Hey, just the two of us. Hey, whatever you want to do tonight, it's all right with me. I can stay here. I can go home.
No, you...
Whatever makes you comfortable. Taking this at your pace.
Well, what if my pace isn't as slow as you think?
I wouldn't have a problem with that. That.
I have no intention.
Jessica, it's Lisa. I have news about Bonnie.
Lisa, what's going on?
Honey, I am so... Hello, I'm really sorry to intrude like this. It's just that I have some distressing news about Bonnie. I just saw her coming out of Marshall Travis' hotel room over at the Lakeview.
What? That's impossible.
No, believe me. I know my goddaughter. I've known her since the day she was born. It was Bonnie. And she looked very pleased with herself.
I got your message. What's with all the secrecy?
Take a look at that. It belongs to Marshall Travers.
How'd you get it?
I have my methods.
Did he give you this?
Not exactly.
I know you want to find out if he's Sarah's father, but breaking the law is not a good idea.
Well, it's certainly not what I want to do. But if it is the only way, then I'm willing to take that chance.
Why, Bonnie? Why is this so important to you?
Marshall Travers is a dangerous person. If he is Sarah's father, then I have to keep her away from him. Are you willing to help me?
Seems like a good cause.
Hi, yes, this is Mr. Travers. Can you please have someone send up another toothbrush for me? Housekeeping must have thrown it away by mistake. Thanks a lot.
Can I use your bathroom? I think I need to throw a little water on my face. Please.
Couldn't be. What would she want with my toothbrush?
I know how persuasive Dusty can be. What if he calls you? What if he calls? Are you gonna see him? I got a beauty shop to run. I got a business to build up. If he happens to come by, I will say that I am busy, which I'm hoping will be true. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you. And don't worry about your business. It's gonna do great. It's very competitive. Lily, I gotta find a way to get people in that door. I got an idea. That breast cancer fund that I've been doing volunteer work with, remember? Yeah? We're doing a bachelor auction fundraiser. A lot of publicity. We don't have a place to hold it. Maybe we'll do it at your shop. You think they'll go for it? Yeah, it would be great. The shop is great. It's colorful. It's different. It'll be great for us. It'll be great for you, too. I love it. Yeah, great. Let me know everything. Great. I'll start working on it right away. Good. It's good. You're doing the right thing. Concentrate on work. Just try to forget Dusty Donovan ever existed. Try real hard. I'll pay the check. Dusty. Why'd you have to stay in town?
Well, congratulations, Mom. And I really do want you to be happy. Welcome to the family.
Thank you, Alice.
All the best.
Thank you, Chris.
Bye.
You look beautiful. I'm happy for you, Mom. Thank you. Talk to you in the morning.
You are one lucky guy.
Don't you know it?
And you are beautiful, and congratulations.
Disappointed, aren't you?
Don't be silly. I've never been happier in my whole life. But you, no more excuses. You've got a fever. You've got to go to bed.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Decker.
Well, that wedding was damn near as crazy as ours.
Yeah, well, I wasn't kidding about what I said earlier. The look on Rick's face when he came in.
Yeah, and from the look on yours, you're not about to let this go, are you?
No, I'm not.
What are you gonna do about it?
The writer who's looking for Rick is named Jeffree Star. I'm gonna find him and get him to tell me what the hell's going on.
On the next, As the World Turns.
I've been checking up on Jeffree Star. Only he's not a medical writer. He writes about murder. Uncle Daniel thinks that Rick is the serial killer.
Are you going to keep pounding away at me until you get what you want? Because if it is, we might as well call it quits right now.